Power Pain Smash is now live. Streaming Hogwarts Legacy, PS5, Part 14.
I was wondering when I'd see you.
Revelio.
I saw what you did! Ha! I've no tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula? Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacula? Aloha Mora. Revelio. Descendo! Glacier! Confringo! Protego! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Descendo! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Defendo! Confringo! Descendo! Revelio. Revelio. Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Revelio.
Completed that errand for me?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Dory Crawls. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose. The Crier knows things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio. Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder? Ah, up at Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
No. If the bird is calling, I wouldn't say it's a good sign. Not at
Yes, don't tell us.
That's just pitiful. You're not going to like this. I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Show you.
Yes, don't tell us. Revelio. the Hawklumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around. See about the Hawklumps and the box of letters. Incendio! That's all the Hawklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo! Revelio! Luma. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio! Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or together. Confringo! Defendo! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Should think they felt like... Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. 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 This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad. I think that's everything. Serona will be glad to have this back.
Accio! Incendio! Revelio!
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. I shall pretend I never heard the rumours of your involvement.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is! Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Revelio.
Folk still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Revelio. Revelio. Arresto momentum.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Revelio. Arresto momentum.
I should think an ant feel more metal.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Quiet as a grapphorn, you are.
Revelio.
What have we here? Another human? as a holding. Who's there?
It's Totalis. You will be. Now to find out what happened here. Revelio. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Revelio. Confrere. Revelio. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
Reparo.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at 3 o'clock. I was only young, mind. Well, not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I've been in one now.
How?
Yes,
You dare slay one of my own? You will fall!
Someone been taken out!
I'll get that goblin elf back. Hopefully by rummaging your corpse.
Accio. Incendio. The beasts around here can... Revelio.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crackcroft. One in
Revelio.
What? Oh, the ant. Shall we finish? It isn't Nora Treadwell's guardian. Something. You've heard quite a cut. You've made a mistake.
Expelliarmus.
Don't try to.
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Revelio. These rocks are... Confringo! Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio. Revelio. What do we have here?
What was that?
Well, something made a sound. Must have been me.
I don't like the looks of that encampment. Lose. Accio.
Dead. What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Revelio. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Trevicus Totalis. Revelio.
Sword.
Not quite.
Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need.
Why am I always up?
Over here!
You won't be able to stop Ranrock's loyalists.
Confringo.
You're not even trying.
Descendo.
You won't get away with that. It's the students of it.
Revelio. Revelio.
Will not go well for you.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Trevicus Totalis. Revelio. What will we find in here? Revelio.
Eliminated.
Revelio.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio.
Oh, could do with a nice mushroom stew about it.
Trifficus totalis. Revelio. It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Trifficus totalis. Revelio.
Someone's here.
Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Revelio.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. The wizards will be defeated.
Trifficus totalis.
You will regret coming here.
Revelio.
Oh, this day's gone on too long. How nice of you to stop by.
Old defense and no offense.
Descendo.
I know you're here somewhere. You're like crumble beneath my feet. I can't handle a little altercation.
Defendo.
I will make you pay. I won't bet.
Brand Moffat full Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on that. I don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out.
Revelio.
It'll be working for me.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio.
tired enough. You are terrible. I won't rest until dead.
Incendio.
No!
Expelliarmus.
I will make it. I'm one less hit. True.
Easily diverted. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Glacier. Defender.
Was that your best?
Glacier.
Losing your stride. I will not be made a fool of you much until spells glance off of me.
Leviosa. Glacier. Revelio. Glacier. Totalis. You've one less follower, Revelio.
No witch or wizard will be spared. You won't get away with that.
Accio. Revelio. 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 This must be Mr. Hoax's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. What's down there?
Over here! I will make you pay.
Revelio.
Let's get it.
Descendo. Your blood on Ranrock's hands. Revelio. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please.
Revelio.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. How did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Revelio.
Revelio. Descendo! Revelio.
Quiet.
Revelio.
I won't rest. You're making this too easy.
Revelio. Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends. Revelio. This castle is totalis. Revelio. Incendio! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Incendio! Rest easy, my large friend. Revelio. This looks like trouble.
Revelio. Revelio.
You're back. Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Ancient secrets bring forth.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm going to go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Revelio.